I was born, a shotgun in my hands, behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me bad company. I can't deny.
I'll set this up for y'all. We'll see if it works out. Joey and I rode through here last night. We were on a road about 400 yards from where we're sitting right now. Got out of the truck to locate, and just off the road on the other end of this tree line, we heard some little bitty pups, and just based off experience recording them, I'd guess them to be in that 3 or 4 week old range. So we're not targeting those, but there should be some adults here. And got a bunch of new sounds. Just so happens I've got pups of all age classes from 1 week old all the way up to 12 weeks old. So we're going to start out with some 3 week old pup distress. Just kind of hit them subtle with it and go from there. We'll work and get more aggressive. If they don't come in on that, we may play some fawn distress or something, see if we can pull one of those adults in that's fairly close to this den site. That's the plan. We'll see if it's worth a damn. So I'm going to start out with 3 week MFK 3 week old boom pup. It's just a 3 week old male pup.
It worked. When they're that close, I got this gun set up to shoot long range when they're that close. Your shot's about the size of the hull. And anyway, she didn't make it far. They ain't gonna tote that apex very far.
She got a little stubby tail too, doesn't she?
Huh?
She got about half a tail.
Yeah, she's missing part of her tail. Older female. That worked. we are gonna set up just a little bit different, and then we'll go back over the stand, fill y'all in on everything. I'm gonna catch my breath, and then we'll tell y'all about these new sounds and all that kind of stuff. We'll show you this pattern too from the first shot. When a plan comes together, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
I mentioned in the intro kind of what our plan was when we sat down here. We come up with it last night. We were out locating. Vocals have been kind of slim. I think it's still just a little early. And it's early July. Things are just starting to heat up, but still a little on the early side. Vocals have been slim. We stopped out here, like I mentioned, heard these little pups, and based off recording coyotes, I thought I knew about how old they were. Joe and I were talking about it last night, said, you know, no need of targeting those pups, but you know the adults are going to be close, even though they wouldn't vocalize or answer us last night. So we come in here, and I set the camera up like this so I could kind of explain the setup. You see the edge of this corn, you see the tree line. This tree line is approximately 400 yards long, right?
Exactly 400 yards long.
In blocks of 40s, and got beans on the other side. These pups are right in the end, probably what, maybe 7,500 yards off the other end of this tree line. So we had to come in from this end to get the wind right. Had the wind blowing back out over this open field that y'all saw in the video that had another coyote coming in. But anyway, we get in here, get the wind right, set up looking down this edge, hoping to call in an adult off that den, and that's what worked. You know, thought we knew about how old those pups would be. I started just running through pup sounds. I started out with 3-week-old Boone pup, then I swapped over to 3-week-old Roo pup, 3-week-old Jiggy pup, 3-week-old Smack pup, just going through that age class of pups. They're all a different rhythm. All those pups have a little bit different cadence. And it wasn't but a second we had the coyote backdoor us out here. I'm sure it caught our wind, kind of circled down. It almost messed the setup because it had our focus on it. I turn around and look, and this female is boiling in from what we thought would happen, coming in from the end of this tree line, running between it and the corn, runs right up here in our lap. I shoot it about 7 yards, 6-7 yards, and the pattern from that apex just, I mean, spot this big around. Anyway, it made it into the corn, didn't go far. We were able to get it, but all that stuff came together. We're testing new sounds, and they obviously work. The idea that we had with using that age class pups and trying to trick one of the adults worked. And for those of you that don't think those pups are going to make it, once they get out of the den, like these are, they're out of the den, their chances, even though we've killed this female, their chances of survival are still really strong, because there's typically another female and the male that are bringing back. They're already eating semi-solid food and solid food. They start that at about 20 days old. So those pups will probably make it. And even if they don't, the landowner that lets you hunt ain't gonna care one way or the other. So I hope they make it, and it's just more coyotes for us to hunt. But anyway, the plan worked, the new sounds work. Good video, and I hope y'all like it. If you do, subscribe to the channel. It's the one you're watching right now on YouTube, MFK Game Calls. If you want to check out any of our stuff, our sounds, and you better if you want some good stuff, the diaphragms, all that stuff's on the website. The Apex shells, MFK Edition Fox Pros that we're calling these coyotes up with, of course, with all the MFK sounds on it. That's on the website, mfkgamecalls.com. Get some of that stuff, start killing a lot of coyotes, and we appreciate y'all watching. We'll kill another one somewhere else. And you see that pattern? That is how tight that thing is shooting at. 6-7 yards. Just a wonder it wasn't a miss.